Hey guys, so today we are starting chapter 2, which is negative numbers in the number line. So today we are basically just taking the number line and showing where the negative numbers would be in relation to the positive numbers. And we were talking about how that number line could help us compare a negative number and a positive number, or two negative numbers, in order to figure out which one is least or which one is greatest, and how we could find the opposites on our number line. So when we have our number line, we've got 0 right here in the middle. It doesn't always have to be in the middle, but for right now I've got 0 in the middle. Your positive numbers, positive, are going to be all of the numbers that are to the right of 0, and negative are going to be all of the numbers to the left of 0. And remember, 0 is neither positive nor negative. So positive, again, is to the right of 0, negative is to the left of 0. And nothing changes with the number line with regard to least and greatest. The further I am to the right, the greater I will be. And then the further I am to the left, the least it will be. So when you're starting at 0, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my positive. I do the same thing on the negative side, but now it's decreasing by 1. So I'm going -1, -2, -3, -4. So my -4 down here is less than +1 because it's further to the left on my number line. And I could also do a vertical number line showing the exact same thing. So the further up it is, the higher it is, that's going to be my greater numbers. And those are my positive numbers. And the further down I go away from 0, those are my least, and they go into the negatives. So positives are above 0, negatives will be below 0. I can use these number lines, either horizontal or vertical, to compare, again, least and greatest. So say I have -3 and I have +2, and I want to figure out which one is greater. I can look up here on a number line. -3 is here, +2 is here. So because +2 is further to the right on my number line, then +2 is going to be greater than -3. Even though 3 is greater than 2, this is a -3, which takes it further to the left on a number line. And I could also visualize that on a vertical number line, because -3 would be down here and +2 would be up here. So the number further up on the number line would be higher. I can also use the number line to find my opposites. So if I wanted to know what the opposite of +3 was, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 spaces in the opposite direction. So the opposite of +3 would be -3. The opposite of -1 would be +1. The opposite of -4 would be +4. It's the same number of spaces away from 0, just going in the opposite direction. Knowing what I know about the negative numbers, I can use negative numbers to describe certain situations that you might see in word problems. So for example, if I have 4 feet below sea level, if I'm 4 feet below sea level, my sea level would be 0. So I'm going to be 4 feet below that, so I'm going to be going into the negative. So that would be -4. $500 credit. Remember in class we had a conversation about credit and debit versus, we also talked about debt and what's owed. So a $500 credit would be money that is owed to you, or money that you have available. So that's $500. That's a positive 500. And then a 10-yard loss for all of our football fans out there. A 10-yard loss would be you lose that yardage. You are just the opposite of gaining it, so that's going to be a -10. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you guys later.